Welcome to another Kaldheim quick draft. This is my sixth one, and it will be the last one. They were just sign up is ending 2 hours 20. I think you get a couple of hours after that as well to complete your games. And I figure I quite like Kaldheim. I'm going after the rare lands, so I was sort of weighing up: do I want to save my gold for the next quick draft? But I think I've still loads of cards I want in this set, so I'm gonna go for it. And after 5 drafts, maybe I've actually got better at drafting the set. Maybe I'll have a better result today. But I've got about 50-50 so far. So as I've implied there, I am rare drafting. So we are going to grab Graven Lore. That'll put us in blue. It'll put us in snow. I think that's my 3rd copy of Graven Lore as well. And I just to remind myself, more than anything, I try to pick the best card in the first 5 packs, and then go from there. So although anything that's Graven Lore is a very good card draw card. It draws you 3 cards. And as a bonus, you get to scry for the amount of snow mana you spent. But still, just drawing 3 cards for 5 mana, I'd say is pretty solid. At instant speed as well, so do it at the end of your opponent's turn. Now, Inga Rune-Eyes. She enters the battlefield, you scry 3. That's good. When she dies, draw 3 cards if 3 or more creatures died this turn. That's going to be quite hard to pull off, but I think just the first part, Scry 3, is pretty good. The next one, Rune of Mortality, will take us into black. That gives you Death Touch. Of course, it's a cantrip. Forging the Tyrite Sword. I don't want to go into red and white this early. I think I've tried the Boros deck. I don't think it's so amazing that I don't think that this card is that good. It's all right though. Yeah, Godsoul Guardian, big creature. Augury Raven. Now this is pretty good. This is a 3/3 flying, and with Foretell you could play it on turn 3. It might be better than Inga Rune-Eyes, certainly in terms of aggro. Way down is it's a good removal spell. It's not too hard to get a creature in your graveyard to enable it. Alright, Goldvein Pick makes treasures. I haven't had one of these for quite a while. They are really good, but I've been sort of picking other things. And then Glacial Floodplain is a snow land. Would we pick a snow land this early, even considering we've got Graven Lore? We could do, but I think it's between Augury Raven and Inga Rune-Eyes. And so she's a human wizard. She's not a giant or anything like that, so it doesn't help a giant's deck. I wonder if I think I know all about Augury Raven. It's a really good card. I feel like this might also be really good. I think we have to be brave to pick this one over the Augury Raven. But let's go for Inga Rune-Eyes and see if we can make it work. Right. Okay, Usher of the Fallen's good. A good cheap white creature. Frost Augur. So that's another snow card. Potentially it's card draw if you can find snow cards. Inga Rune-Eyes is not a snow card. Binding of the Old Gods. Oh, that's a fantastic saga. It's in green and black. That's probably going to be the best card in the pack, I would say. Frostpeak Yeti can be unblockable with snow mana. Okay. Now the Icehide Troll, that's a very strong green common. For 2 snow mana you can make it indestructible. Very, very nice. Got Roots of Wisdom there, Shimmer-Driftveil, Snow-Covered Island. Now, I guess I've got to... yeah, the Snow-Covered Island, the Shimmer-Driftveil are both pretty good as well. But Binding of the Old Gods is really good. But it's just Kaldheim is one of these sets where you might break the rule about pick the best card in the first 5 packs, just because you've got to draft your snowlands as well as your deck. So you need more than 23 viable cards. You might have to you might want to pick 6 snowlands, so you need 29 viable cards out of the 45, which it can be a bit of a stretch, you know, if you're locking in your choice early might make a lot of sense. So first of all, I don't think Frost Augur is that amazing. It goes with what I've already picked. Yeti. I don't think. I think he's not that bad, but I don't think he's a high pick. Shimmer-Driftveil's pretty good. I think for this draft we will grab Binding of the Old Gods because it's the best card in the pack, and we'll see where we go from here. Usher the Fallen again. There was a good white weenie deck available there. Now we might go blue-red. This can do 2 damage to each creature as a sorcery. Guess what that goes well with? 3 toughness creatures. And if we can persuade Inga Rune-Eyes to die at the same time we kill a bunch of stuff, we're going to draw loads of cards. So that's looking like quite a nice combo. This is a really good card, but it's in white. I don't think we want to go into a 4th colour. Berg Strider is fantastic. So that is well into the Giants deck. I think Berg Strider, probably the best card here, but I know all about Berg Strider. I've used them. I had 3 of them in my Giants deck. I fancy doing something a bit different, so I think we'll see how good Surtland Frostpyre is, and it is going into a 4th colour. But I really like the synergy with Inga Rune-Eyes, potentially, and pulling off that 3-card, drawing 3 cards effect there. Alright, Ascent to the Worthy, that would be a 5th colour. I think sagas are all good in this, but it's, fitting them into your deck is the tricky part, I think. But we've got a pretty heavy commitment to blue. We might leave out Binding of the Old Gods. Mists of Littjara is not that bad. It takes 3 power off the board. Not tried the Undersea Invader yet. That would be a giant. Okay, I'm not bowled over by the cards in this pack, and I see a snow-covered island. So I think this is our first snowland we're taking. These lands unfortunately don't count as snowlands, which is a real shame. Now we've got the Port of Carfell here. That's the blue-black land. If we want to dip into black, you need double black to use its ability. it's mill 4, return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So it's not just coming back to the hand. It's quite a lot of mana to do that. That might not be a realistic choice. Okay, it's a mana zombie for just for foretelling, or instants and sorceries. Okay. Ravenform. Yeah. Now that's a good removal spell for blue. Right. And of course, Ravenous Lindworm. Is incredibly popular in this format. Do we want to go into double green? I think we'll grab the Ravenform. We'll stick with blue for the moment. Just gonna double check everything. Yeah, okey-doke. So let's see. Now bind the monster. That's another good removal for blue. You take damage equal to the power of the monster, which might not be that good. Mistwalker, 1/4 flying. So this can block those ravens quite effectively. And it's a shapeshifter. Every creature type. So if we did go into giants, this would count as a giant. Okay, I'm gonna go. Tempted by this removal spell, but yeah, the taking damage equal to the power. That's gonna lock you out of certain sort of lines of play. We'll go for the Mistwalker because this is, I would say, the removal spells in this set. You're looking for things that can take out the 3/3 Raven, so that effectively this creature can be a blocker for that. Stuff that can take out the Ravenous Lindworm. There's another one there. See, we could have had 2 of them, but I think we've committed quite hard to blue. I don't know how to evaluate Lindworm when I've gone this far into blue, to be honest. Okay, that's the blue bounce spell. We get snow-covered plains there, which isn't quite what we want. I think, yeah, go for the blue bounce spell. Disdainful Stroke. Well, that can counter Ravenous Lindworm. It can also counter the Raven. So I think, by definition, this must be a good card, right? We'll look at what else we've got. That's just a 5/5. Horizon Seeker's pretty good. But I think I've just talked myself into Disdainful Stroke. It feels like a good card in this draft. In this set. Okay, yeah, the Forging Tyrite Sword came back. What about, are we... Well, we're going to have this red land. We think Run Amok is quite good, maybe. Maybe. Frost Augur has wheeled around, and also the Yeti. Now, which one's better? I think I've tried Frost Augur before. I haven't tried the Yeti yet, so we'll go for the Yeti. You can definitely get board stalls in this. Definitely in this set, and having something unblockable might be just what you need. Now, Berg Strider has wheeled around amazingly, so we're definitely taking that one. Okay, we haven't tried the Undersea Invader yet. Mists of Liara, so this can nullify one of their ravens, which makes it quite appealing. I haven't tried Undersea Invader. He is another giant if we want to go giants. So I think, because I've not tried this guy before, let's go for him. Shackles of Treachery, Vault Robber. Now, Vault Robber can make treasure tokens if you do want to try and splash colours. I think sideboard the Mammoth Growth. So I think let's just sideboard Binding of the Old Gods. It didn't quite go that way. We definitely could have gone. There were a couple of Ravenous Lindworms we could have picked up, and we could have gone into green. But maybe not. Now, King Narfi's Betrayal. I don't think I've seen this one before. Each player mills for. You may exile a creature or planeswalker from each graveyard. Okay. Until end of turn, you may cast spells from among cards exiled with King Narfi's Betrayal, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any colour to cast these spells. So you can mill your own difficult to cast spell and cast it. But let's read the card again. You're basically, in theory, the ceiling for the card, you're getting 2 cards exiled from the graveyards that you can cast, and we're going to need to splash black for this, which might be the problem. I saw it coming. We're heavily into blue. We can definitely use that card. Okay. Nope. That's it. Yeah, good removal spell, bound in gold. This is, although, I'm just thinking, have I not just opened the second pack? This is a rare, and we are rare drafting, so we are giving up on a Saw It Coming, and a Squash. We will grab this. Right, Frost Augur. Basalt Ravager is a pretty decent giant. Augury Raven, we know, is really good. Frostbite's really good, especially if I've got snow going on. Black-white land. I mean, as good as Frostbite is, I think we're getting into giants a bit, and this is potentially a really good giant. I like the ceiling on this card. Take out a creature and get your own creature. So we'll go for that. Tergrid's Shadow, yeah. Oh, there we go. Aegar, the Freezing Flame. That's the crucial giant you need. There's also a Ravenform there. We'll get the Aegar. Okay. That's right, yeah, we are trying out the Yeti. We've already got one. That's another giant. He doesn't quite match the Ravenous Lindworm. He's only 5'6". He needs a point of power from something. I guess it's nice to be able to play it at the end of your opponent's turn. I like Dread Rider. Now, he can block a Ravenous Lindworm. If we're splashing black, that could work. Snow-covered swamp as well. So I think I quite like Dread Rider, and I'm going to go for it. There is a Goldvein Pick here as well. Maybe before we splash Dread Rider in, let's get a Goldvein Pick. That's going to help us fix our mana. We might not see another one. Okay, bounce spell, strategic planning, Cinderheart Giant. That's a 7 mana giant, quite expensive. But also a snow-covered mountain. I suppose we've got some pretty good top-end stuff. Trades off nicely with the Lindworm. Yeah, okay, it's a giant. Let's grab it. Berg Strider is there, right? Cool. Go for it. We've got, yeah, our snowlands are a disaster. We've only got one. Grab the Berg Strider. So I think this is kind of what I mean about committing early to a draft strategy, because you just have fewer picks in this draft because you've got to devote picks to your, if you're going a snow, well, you've got fewer picks if you're going for snow. A bunch of your picks are going on snowland, so it makes life a lot harder. I think in this one I'll go for a second Goldvein Pick. Okay, snow-covered mountain looks good. It's starting to look really good. Yeah, snow-covered mountain. Thank you. Yeah, that's the classic mana fixer in the splash colour if we want to go for green. Yeah, I don't know if we'd do that. I don't know if we'd do that. Maybe that would make sense. Splashing for a 5/5 Elf Warrior. It's another mana fixer in the splash colour. Removal card, and just that's kind of a useless counterspell. I guess this goes with the snow theme. Let's do Glittering Frost, and it gives you 2 snow mana. It's probably unusable, and we'll have to cut it. That's another Glittering Frost. So that's a Lindworm as well. We'll take all of these, sure. Snow-covered plains, Ravenform. We're not going for white. We'll grab the decent blue removal card, I think. Looks like we're grabbing some late sort of green cards. Gnottvold Recluse is pretty good. I mean, that blocks and kills a raven, or trades with a raven. Okay, really good late mountain in pack 2. So that's taken us. So we've gone up to 3 snowlands. We only need. makes 1 treasure token. Or we could get Dwarven Reinforcements. I bet we've got hardly any creatures in the deck at the moment. 11 creatures. Do we need Dwarven Reinforcements? Or... because the treasure token on that could help us a lot if we're splashing colours. I think we go seize the spoils. Oh, In Search of Greatness. This is double green. Yeah. So yeah, we are picking that and then probably not playing it. There was a really good green deck in this draft. But never mind. That can turn a snowland into a 4/4 with hexproof and haste. Okay. Okay. We've got 3 snow-covered land. Actually a really good snow-covered land there. Mountain Forest, if we're going to try and splash for green. Frost Augur, it's not that crucial. There are no... I mean, that is a giant. It's not... I guess not the best giant. There's an Icehide Troll. I think we'll take the Highland Forest. It's another snowland. It gives me red mana. And there's another snowland there, Mountain Plains. Is there anything absolutely crucial? I mean, Pilfering Hawk is a decent one. I'll grab the Hawk here. Another Alpine Meadow there. Green-red. Arni slays the troll. So you get a fight. Oh, that's so good. You get 2+1/+1 counters. And then you gain a bunch of life. That seems really good. Can we splash for it? Nothing particularly amazing there. And there's the snowland. That's... yeah, I don't know. Let's see if we can splash for it. Reckless Crew. Ah, what's this? That's a rare. Okay, we'll take the rare. Let's read it. Create X 2/1 Red Dwarf Berserker creature tokens, where X is the number of vehicles you control, plus the number of equipment you control. Damn. Okay, it's completely useless, unfortunately. We're going to grab it, though, because I want it for my collection. Never mind. Right. Provoke the Trolls. That's a damage spell. 3 damage. Run Ashore is pretty solid. Yeah. Axeguard Cavalry gives you haste. I think, let's have a look. Where are we? Surprisingly, we've got 8 2-drops. But how many of these are we going to play? I think... so Run Ashore's pretty good, but Provoke the Trolls is cheaper, and that can take out a Raven. Are we happy with... okay, yeah, no, we've got 4 snowlands. This would be splashing white. So, Frostbite or Craven Hulk? I think Frostbite. I think, yeah, we're looking to beef up the early game here. If we do cut all of the splash cards, we'll just see where we are. probably these aren't too realistic, but we've definitely got a bit of a green thing going. Potentially. If we take the lands away from this, we've actually got 5 lands, so we are 1 card away from a deck, just a blue-red deck. So I'm thinking, you know, are we the beatdown deck or are we the control deck? Is a good question. Yeah, we don't have early aggressive plays, I would say. We are just trying to absorb the hit, I think, early on, and then reach the late game. So I don't really want Dwarven reinforcements, and I'm just remembering I've got the Surtland Frostpyre, so that does 2 damage to everything. We could try and play like a 3 toughness deck. We kind of want the Pilfering Hawk. I guess we can get away with a Pilfering Hawk. But the upshot of all that means Mist of Littjara is the best card here. That can keep me alive. Snow-covered mountain is huge. Let's grab that. Craven Hulk is another giant. Why not? Maybe we'll play him. Yeah, that's the question. Do we want to splash black for these Dread Riders? We get another 3 toughness creature. Not the best card in the world, but it can kind of mana fix, so maybe that gives us more of another option. Okay, we just take another Snowland. Yeah, all the Vault Robbers are cycling around. It's one of the least popular cards. But let's grab them. Aegar Cavalry, not bad. Late pick. Okay. Okay, common and uncommon cards that exceeded the 4 times collection limit increase your vault progress. This is definitely a new sort of notification, because vault progress has been pretty invisible up to now. They're actually being a bit more open about it. So I'm up to 66.7%. That's nice. Right, so we're at 44 cards. There is this suggestion I could drop all the 2 toughness creatures. Well, maybe I could put a Goldvein Pick on a Pilfering Hawk. We can get away with a Pilfering Hawk, I think. Seize the spoils. I don't know about that one. I think that's a cut. We've got the 2 Goldvein Picks. That seems good enough. Right. What are the two cuts to make? I guess because we're not really splashing any colours, we'll cut the Vault Robbers. Go down to 1. I think, and I'll call this. I've cut that down to 40. I'll call this end of part 1. I'll have a bit more of a think about this, and I might make a few changes. Yeah, it'll take a bit longer to decide if I can splash any colours here. Okay, so see you in part 2.